Hey, it's Rob and Cam here with First Friday's High 5. We're so excited to have with us special guest Nygel Sin. Nygel is the Regional Director for Youth for Christ. He's also over the City Life Ministry, Juvenile Justice Program, and the Campus Life Ministry right here in Fort Wayne. We are blessed to have you with us, Nygel, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be with us. So we're going to ask you 5 quick questions. Do you want to say hi before we do?
Yeah, I'm just glad to be here, Rob. Thank you so much, Cam, for having me. I also want to give a shout out to the team. That introduction may sound like I do a lot, but we have an awesome, solid team. So I'm so glad to be here and give the audience a heads up. You guys are getting ready to ask me some questions that I do not know what you're getting ready to ask me. So extend grace if I don't answer correctly. So let's go. I'm ready.
No grace, right. No nothing.
Okay.
All right. So the first question I have for you, Nygel.
Yeah.
What do you do to encourage creative thinking in the workplace?
To encourage creative thinking in the workplace, really too, like especially around this time of COVID-19. To first encourage, I want people to be relaxed and give themselves grace first. And allow them to know that the seat that they sit in right now, they don't have to prove themselves because they already sit in the seat. So I try to extend trust and let them know I fully trust them. If I didn't trust them, they wouldn't be sitting in the seat that they are. So give them grace and trust. And normally that allows people to use their creativity.
That's awesome. Very good. Thank you, bro. Okay, question number 2. What are you doing during this time? Obviously you got a full plate, brother. What are you doing during this time to ensure that you are able to continue to grow and develop as a leader as well?
Oh, that's really good. I'm so used to being on the go, but God really calls us to be quarantined and slow down. So man, Rob, I just began to realize more and more is that I love to give out a lot. I love to give a lot, as a lot of us do in ministry. But God's been really teaching me that the greatest investment I can make is the investment I can make in myself. So that's been
awesome.
Been just a big learning curve for me to allow myself to do the things that I always dreamed to do. Like normally I don't watch a lot of TV, so now I'm binge watching TV shows and just having me time. And someone like me, like I feel like that I can't have me time. So giving grace to myself to have me time and learning that I'm my greatest investment. So yeah.
Now,
very cool.
Speaking of that, you are your greatest investment. Someone had to pour into, as leaders, someone had to pour into us to be who we are, to shape us who we are. So Nygel, who would you say has been your greatest influence as a leader, and what traits have you taken from them that you run forward with your own group that you help run with?
Oh man, Cam, when I think about that, I smile to push back tears, man, because God has really blessed me with an extraordinary mom. Also my granny, she's going with the Lord now. Actually, a lot in my family has really poured into me and groomed me to be the leader I am today. So that's one thing I really value, women in leadership, because the women in my life has really poured into me. Some other people in the community, like our CEO of Youth for Christ, Chris Todia. That guy is just he's an awesome boss, but also a big brother in Christ. And I'll also say my brother, Chip Clark, man, that guy, he can sing. Drop some nuggets, some life nuggets. So he's been a great inspiration to me as well. So after listening, go on and on. There's a few people I would share right now. Thanks for asking.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Nygel. Okay, so during this time, even though we're busy, and you said you're listening to the Lord about some time for Him to speak to you personally, is there a particular book? I mean, obviously it can be the Bible, or a specific book in the Bible, or another outside extracurricular book that you might recommend people to kind of grab up and digest during this time?
Yeah, if any of my friends are watching this, they're probably laughing right now because I'm not the biggest book reader. I'm the type of person, I'll read like 5 or 6 chapters, and I'm like, that book was really good.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, man.
But really, this is a decision I made about books. I'm gonna suggest some scriptures, and I'll suggest a book as well. But one thing I try to do when I read books is try to take 2 or 3 things to apply, because books have so much information, and our minds are like, we can only handle like 2 or 3 things anyway, or we won't accomplish anything. So I just try to take 2 or 3 things and to implement those things. Of course, like you said, the Bible. I really love Paul in the scriptures. And one thing I've been reading is the book of Corinthians. And what I love about Paul's posture in the book of Corinthians is that he assumed responsibility over the Corinthian church. He assumed responsibility. It's been teaching me how to assume responsibility over our communities here in Fort Wayne. We can assume responsibility.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. That's good.
All right, Nygel. So we've talked about your influences. We talked about type of things that you like to read, like to invest yourself into. This would not be a high five moment if I did not ask you this question. So
okay, I'm ready for this moment.
Okay, ready? Because I'm ready.
Let's go.
If you could break bread with anyone, who would it be? You could say me if you want to. But who would you want to break bread with?
Anybody.
Anyone here or gone? Who would you be?
Oh my goodness. Okay, this might sound I don't know, typical, but I would really love to talk to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Ooh, tell some more.
Bread with him, because a lot of people sometimes I don't think we realize how young he was.
Yeah.
But also the accomplishments that he did in the age that he was, in the time that he was. So how did he have the boldness and the audacity to do what he did? Because me being a young leader, Cam, you being a young leader, like, man, like, he had the boldness and just to go after it and to lead a people just in spite of. So, man, Dr. King, you gonna make that happen for me, Cam?
You know, I got a prayer and I got a lifeline. So I got for you.
I will run. I saw that really happened. I can wait till I get to heaven and have the breakthrough.
all I got is a prayer. But Nygel, before we wrap this up, I just want to say thanks so much for taking some time out and hanging out with us,
buddy.
Answering our questions. And we have a tradition here that as we come to a close, we like to bring our hands to the camera and do a high five moment. So I'll do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and we'll together bring our hands to the camera, and we'll sign out from there, okay?
Great.
All right, guys. So everyone, thanks so much for joining us on this high five moment. If you want to learn more about Nygel and the life attributes that he's a part of, check him out. Let him know how you can help serve. All right, guys. And 3, 2, 1. High five.
High five. All right.
Perfect.
Thanks, Nygel.
Love you guys.
Thanks so much, Nygel.
All right, see you guys. Be blessed.
Thank you.